I did my duties and come back. I am not. I cannot do that. That's the highest ideal. But we are not capable of doing that. And also, this is a fuss. Unnecessarily, we do it to know that was no viewer see it. And probably she will open it. I will see that one viewer, and I'm excited. One person is viewing this. That's it. Anyway.
Well, Puerto Rico is really having a tough time.
Huh?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, I don't think they look at
but
it.
But they had that
hurricane. No, that was that recently. But I do not know what happened to the particular place where the Roberto. I can give a call. I have not.
Vedanta.
Yeah. Center, there is one center is one devotee Roberto and his wife Mercy, called Shraddha. So both are Shraddhananda Swami's disciple.
She visited here.
Many times.
I remember.
Many times. And in their home, they one part of the home, but everywhere people are not interested in these things. So they are doing they could have rented. They are not financially strong. The rent they want to keep it for everyone. The entire one hall, bottom floor, shrine, lecture hall, and one sadhu to stay for years and years, but no one comes.
They come to white. Will you be kind enough?
Okay, so let us go on. So we are reading, come. There.
What page are we on?
We are not far away, 118. 118.
118?
Verse number 101.
That's at the top of 119. Oh, well, the Sanskrit is at the bottom.
Okay, so we are talking about the glory of this bhakti again, and 100 verse we read where it is said, 105, it will be 105, verse number 105. What page? It is on 120.
Yes.
Achha. So Sri Krishna on bhakti. So this is bhakti, glory of the bhakti that has been said. That last verse was, none is specially dear, nor friendly, nor inimical, nor unacceptable to the Lord. If a devotee seeks him, he blesses him in a manner suited to his approach, just like a kalpataru, heavenly wish-granting tree, confers the desired objects on one resorting to it. That means God does not discriminate who comes. If your prayer is sincere and if you really crave for him, then he will appear, he will fulfill the desire. Thakur said, if one is very sincere, God responds to the prayers. Whole Christian world actually depends on this faith. God is there, and pray, and God will respond.
Is this tree the Kalpataru tree? Is that a real tree? Or is it just a story of a tree?
No, this is a Kalpataru tree. It's believed that in heaven there is a tree. Heavenly, it's not heaven. Heavenly tree. In this earth maybe. You do not know if you suddenly...
You'll find one.
Oh, I want one. I'm going to plant one in my garden.
So, if it is that tree, the glory of the tree is that you sit under that and think anything, that wish will be fulfilled. That's a belief. So this, as that is so, you wish anything, that will be fulfilled. So God is like that wish fulfilling tree. And you sincerely, like a child, cry for anything, it will happen. Ravana cried and did tremendous austerity. So Mother Durga was unwilling to come, but she had to appear and give boon and said, or Shiva, I do not know what is the Shiva or Durga who. What your what this story? Shiva or Durga who gave boon to Ravana? Shiva. So Shiva. So now you see, Shiva, he was praying and praying, and he is saying that I will be invincible, mother. I am doing this austerity. You will have to give me the boon. And he will not. Shiva will not do that. But he was doing such penance, such austerity. And then Shiva become compassionate. Tathastu. And see, Ravana become Ravana. If you are sincere and really cry, like it's babies, they can get away with whatever they like by their cries, by their high emotions, no? And Shiva is creating trouble. Shiva is very ashutosha, means quickly gets satisfied, and you do something and he gives satisfied and gives okay, and he has given one order and it is creating trouble for the others. Then they come forward. Then they go to Vishnu and others to survival, and the Vishnu have to come and kill and destroy. All this trouble comes. Anyhow, the point is that it is the idea. Shiva or Durga is not the point. If anyone seeks anything sincerely from God, even mundane, God gives. But should we ask the mundane or should we ask the bhakti? That is the question. Those who like that, let them do that. But here is the question, if such power is there, wish-fulfilling power, so why not? Who will be, there is no discrimination. There is no high-born, low-born. There is no question of a monk or a householder. There is no question of this, which country one belongs or anything. We are all children. If one can cry to God, God will give. So that's why the last verse says that there is no one my enemy. There is no one, it's not I don't accept. There is question of acceptability. In Vedanta, there is a question of acceptability. You will have these qualities, then you can be a student here. No? You want to do yoga, then...
That's what I wanted to ask today, and now you touched on it, so please excuse me for interrupting. I wanted to ask you, what are the qualifications for being a student of spiritual life?
Spiritual life, simply, as Ramakrishna taught us, very simple, love God.
Thank you.
I want you. I have my cravings, I have my failures. I want many other things, oh Lord. Though I think I know that is not true, that is not good, that is not solving all the problems of life. But still it is. I am running after. So help me, help me. So that craving, the burning desire, being tired with the world and searching and fighting with myself, my whole inner propensities, which is dragging me again and again. I understanding fully that it is not satisfying, but I am forced to go like that. So please help. So when that urge comes, that is enough. And now this is the bhakti, simple bhakti. That's why Sri Ramakrishna is an example of that. What he did. He didn't do any study of scriptures, philosophies, nothing. He said, Ma Kali, you are there. And you have given vision to so many people. What about me? I am your unworthy child. I am not a illiterate person. I am not really knowledgeable. I didn't read many scriptures, this, that. I am most ordinary. Please help me. I am your child. I don't know anything. I want to see you. And cried and wept and wept and wept, and to the extreme. Then vision came. No. So no other philosophy, no other requisite. He automatically, of course, if you have this, you will understand. Though it seems apparently easy. But if you really see that I want, oh mother, only you, then automatically you are saying what? You are not running for this thing, that thing, that thing. No? No, I don't want anything. As the baby is given some toy and baby cries, I go to mommy. You cannot stop unless the baby gets the mommy. No? So this type of sincerity means he is so much renunciate. He is renouncing the whole world. Only he wants mother. So that is also renunciation. But it is a spontaneous renunciation, as it were. And that thing don't happen unless mind is very pure. And to purification of the mind, the Raja Yoga says in one way, Jnana Yoga says in another way. So those philosophies, when you hear, these are the steps, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, do all these things, then you do dhyana, pratyahara. Then you starting point of dhyana. Oh my God, we have to do so many, then I'll go there. People may feel it is difficult. No. Viveka vairagya. Discriminate. Analyze. Throw away what is momentary. This is vairagya. Shata sampatti. Acquire all the 6 noble treasures for spiritual growth. Shama, dama, titiksha, upurati, shraddha, samadhan. These are the 6 treasures. And then mumukshata. Desire for God realization. That is the Jnana Yoga qualification. So if someone says you have to have this, then come to be a student of Vedanta. Then all will run away. And if we say, no, nothing is necessary, only cry for God, people think, oh, it is so easy. It's not easy. The requirement is the same. But it is in such a way put. The attraction and love for mother, love for my chosen ideal is such that it takes me, pulls me. Naturally, as I am pulled this way, I am up from all these things. It is pure renunciation. Sama, your mental control. You are not tempted to those things. Dhamma, sense in control of the senses, outer senses. Your mind is focused in mother. So go. Your senses are not going anyway. You are getting the same benefit only by simply loving God in that intensity. But it is easier to hear as also one can practice. I understand. But let me, I know, I don't want to think of other. But think, what can I do? Mother, please help, please help. And really there is a sincere urge comes, your mind quickly gets that emotion. With the emotion you can direct your spiritual life. So that's, he says, the devotee can seek. So there I am not, someone is very dear, someone is very friendly, someone is my enemy. No, it is not like that. Nor acceptable. It is not like that. If a devotee seeks him, then the Lord blesses him in a manner suited to his approach. The way we approach, my approach, God accepts. God accepts the devotee in his or her condition. Not the condition of mother. Mother condition is that the child, any way they want, mother approaches the child to satisfy the child's needs. So this is the condition. In the condition of the bhakta, God accepts the condition of the bhakta, not in her own term. Divine Mother says, oh yeah, you do all these things, then I can look after. No. But this is the unconditional love of the God, Lord, that whatever you are, I accept you as it is. That's why drunkard, Giris, all these stories are there. All these different characters, which are not to be appreciated by a genuine spiritual personality. For them, whatever they say, their devotion, that carries them away. Now the verse means Sri Krishna is talking about on bhakti as it is self-sufficient path. You need not have to run for anything. You only bhakti, then you can go over all the evils of life and you can realize God. You don't need any other sadhana. As I said, in other places there are 4 point, 8 point. Nowadays it sells very well. If you give 10 points, God realization. 20 points, God realization. 11 point, God realization. So those sell very well. But here it says nothing is necessary. So what is this statement? If you have the book, start chanting with me. Kevalena hibhavena, kevalena hibhavena, gopyo gavo naga mrigaha, gopyo Gavo naga mrigaha ye anne mudhodhiyo nagaha ye anne mudhodhiyo nagaha Siddha mami yurang jasa Siddha mami yurang yasha. So what does it mean? Kevaleni bhavena. By pure bhava. Bhava means mood, devotional mood. Only by pure keval means keval, only. Bhavena means this mood of devotion. Kevalena hi bhavena. The gopis, the gopyo, gabo, naga, mriga. Gopis of Vrindavan attain me. The gopis, they are not learned people. They didn't go to learn the philosophies of life. They are simple village women and they love Krishna. So the gopyo, they attain this the sanambanam of life. So did even the gabo, unintelligent creatures like cows. In a bhakti devotion, we think that those cows are not ordinary, who played with Krishna. Krishna touched them, blessed them. By that touch and bless, it's a bhakti. Bhakti believes that. Even in those who are Ramakrishna Bhakta, I have heard from them that the Dakshineshwar is all sanctified, it is all heavenly. Every dust of Dakshineshwar. That's why when I came first, I took some dust of Dakshineshwar and brought it with me. That is so holy. No. Why? Because Ramakrishna walked on that. Those sand, those dust are not dust. They're heavenly dust. It has the touch of Ramakrishna. So that emotion is something very special. Even the creatures, even the insects who lived in vicinity of Ramakrishna, they are beauty ordinary. What punna karma, the gracious activity they have done. What gracious activity? No, don't, it is here. What auspicious activity they have done, that these gopis, I understand, they are ordinary women, they loved Krishna. They have realized God. This gabo, the cows, they also realized. Swami Vishuddhananda used to say that everything in the ground of Dakshineshwar, the plants, the trees, the leaves, they got the vibration of Ramakrishna. They're much fortunate to be. Even Jai Ram Batiro Mati Chandano Shaman Ma, there is a song. Jairam Batiro Mati, the ground, the earth, the dust of Jairam Mati, Jairam Batiro Mati, mother's birthplace. So mother worked there. And how many times she went to village and worked to her. Chandan no Saman, it is like a sandal paste which is put over the divine. So it is all pure. So that concept. So because it has the touch of the Divine Mother. By the touch of Divine Mother, one gets liberation. And the Mother of the Universe walked over that ground. There is a beautiful description by Swami Sarvadevananda, Sarvadeshananda, called Gopesh Maharaj. He was Holy Mother's private secretary, used to write the letters for Mother. Mother will say, Baba, this letter has come, respond to her. And Ma will give a thumb impression or will write Ma only. So he described one day. See, this is it is emotional, it is devotional. Your knowledge, throw away your knowledge here. The knowledge has no business here. And who is talking? Swami Sarvadevananda, one of the highest Vedanta student. What he said? He said that in the early morning, the village women, mother went out and took a shower, bath or something in the wherever, in the pond or something, coming back, and someone has push in the floor of the mud floor. There is a tradition with the cow dung and water mixed. You just mop it, and it gets dried and it's disinfectant. It is very good. That is the normal style of all Indian houses, poor houses in the village. Even their bedroom, they will every day do the floor, and sometimes they do wall. eh. So, and this was very wet, and Holy Mother suddenly came, and Mother from the door entered, and there is a open courtyard, and after courtyard, Mother's room is one 3 4 steps up, all mud house, and his mother went like that, and the footsteps, and Sarvadevananda writes, it appeared to me as the mother Lakshmi of the heaven have walked over it, putting her footprints on the ground and entered into the room. It's an emotional thing, it is a devotional thing. You can't bring any argument. Illogical. What is that? He said that divine mother has come, and these footprints, it is like mother walked on that, and Mother Lakshmi has entered into the holy land. So he used to think that everything is holy. Even every insect of that ground of Jairambati, ground of Kamarpur, ground of Jerusalem, according to the devotees in the devotees.
The sheep of Jesus. He was the shepherd boy.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Jesus was a sheep herder. Just like Krishna was
shepherd boy. Yeah, the shepherd boy, yeah. That's the same thing. The lamb he's talking, what a fortunate. That lamb, do you think that we are worst? And the lamb has such a fortune. He is held by Christ, no? So this is for a Christ devotee, unparalleled experience.
Maharaj, we're breathing the same air.
We're breathing, no, we're fortunate.
Of everybody.
There is a joke. One of the Swami said, many people used to come to Dakshineshwar. And many didn't like Ramakrishna. And say they used to criticize the crazy guy sitting over here and spoiling the brain of all these younger children who could have gone and made good household life and rich and this and that, and he's spoiling their brain. And God. Probably we were, one Swami told me, we were one of the critics. Because we criticized him. Because of that criticism, we got the punna to become a monk this life. That punna itself has brought us here. That is the devotional outlook. When you think God is gracious and he has come down. So that's the point. It is not only the question of the gopis of Vrindavan, but the question, so did even the unintelligent creature like Gabo, Naga means elephant, and Mriga. No, snake hocche Naga, and Mriga is here, Mriga means elephant. The elephant and the snakes, whoever, that means there are many stories where Krishna touched them and they got liberation. So he says it is by they received by what? By their sheer touch. So bhakti is so great. If you can keep this idea, then your heart will be filled. So note, the reference is to the cows of Vrindavan, to the snake Kaliya, and to the elephant Gajendra. Gajendra, what is that story? Gajendra, that Bhagavat story. Gajendra, crocodile, killing the crocodile to save the people. Though they are brute creatures, bhakti was generated in them by the Lord's grace, and they gained liberation. Development of the highest form of devotion is such apparently unqualified persons is technically called the Vaishnava literature as pushti. Pushti, this is the technical term called pushti. Pushti means their devotion has matured in such a way, apparently unqualified person become free from all bondage. How? You look at the present life. Present life is illiterate, uncultured at a creature. But he has this great punna, he has this great devotion, which brought him in touch with God, coming in proximity to the realized soul. That's why it's a great fortune. That's why all the scriptures say that holy company is so great. To get in touch with the holiness is really rarely can people get. How many people can come in real touch with a genuine spiritual personality?
That happened at Ramana Maharshi's ashram also.
Yeah. What happened?
Tell
that. Tell that.
No, it doesn't say it here, but I went to that ashram in South India, and with contact with Ramana Maharshi, his spiritual presence was so great that some animals achieved samadhi, and they have a place there where the animals were buried, cow, sheep, I don't remember exactly which ones they were, but there were several of them, and this is where they have the samadhi of these animals that achieved enlightenment under his grace.
Yeah.
So this isn't just a mythological thing. This has happened in contemporary experience as well.
Right, exactly. There is a story that there was a dog. His dog's name was Kelo. Kelo. And Kelo was a dog. Swamiji used to love that dog. And Kelo has a big position because Swamiji's dog. So after Swamiji passed away, everyone is... Bagha. I say anyhow. That Bagha. Now Kelo to Bagha. Bagha means tiger-like. That's called Bagha. And Kelo was Shivananda. The Bagha, after Swamiji passed away, he was still surviving. And after a certain time, Bagha died. So they put the Bagha into the Ganga. That is a style. That's why the Ganga gets polluted also. But Hindus have a different idea that Bagha will be liberated because his dead body got the Ganga. Even human being, if you die on the Ganga, they will be liberated. That's the Hindu concept. Anyhow, but that Bagha, after death, he was pushed into the high tide. So it went. Where did it went? But when low tide came again, he has come back to the same spot. So again they pushed it. And it went to the low tide somewhere, God knows where did it go. And then again high tide came, again he is there. So 2-3 times they tried to push Bagha, but the Bagha does not want to leave Belur Mott. So the body of the Bagha was brought and they cremated near where the cremation place of the sadhus. So he got the same honorable position after cremation. It is going to be like that of Bagha and all the holy sadhus. No? So though he was in an animal body, but there's something special. We believe because Swamiji's blessings he got, no? Bagha. And Kelo got the blessings of Swami Shivananda.
Well, Maharaj, there is another story of a Kelo dog. I think it has something to do, and it's mentioned in Bharatir Sadhuk Sadhika book, that they were going to excavate something regarding Sri Krishna Chaitanya's birthplace, and this dog, Kelo, he was so much insisting going with them. And they were not going to take the dog, but the way the dog insisted, so the dog came along, they took the dog, and the dog kept on going somewhere and very, very excitedly started digging the ground. And they didn't know what is going on. The more they will take the dog out, the more he will go. And then they started digging, and then they found the khorum, the footwear, wooden footwear of either Sri Krishna Chaitanya or somebody. So those dogs are sometimes so...
Animal body, but they're punno there. So development of the highest form of devotion is such apparently unqualified person is technically called in Vaishnava literature pushti. Lajja, pushti, tatha, tushti. There is in the Chandi, there is one verse. Lajja, pushti, tatha, tushti. Pushti here means that unqualified person getting the grace of God. That is the pushti. A special growth due to influx of poshana, the spiritual nutrient of divine grace. Okay, now the other book translates this. It was only by their affection that the milkmaids, the cows, trees, beasts, and reptiles, and things of lesser intelligence reached me and were happy. Now, next verse is a big verse, 4-line verse. भजन्ति ये विष्णुम् अनन्यचेतसा भजन्ति ये विष्णुम् अनन्यचेतसा तथैव तत्कर्म परायणा नराः तथैव तत्कर्म परायणा नराः विनष्ट रागादि विमत्सरा नराः विनष्ट रागादि विमत्सरा नराः तरन्ति संसारो समुद्रमाश्रमम् तरन्ति संसार समुद्रम आश्रमम् नैष्कर्मम् अपि अच्युत भाववर्जितम् नैष्कर्म्यम् अपि अच्युत भाववर्जितम् न शोभते ज्ञानम् अलं निरञ्जनम् न शोभते ज्ञानम् अलं निरञ्जनम् कुतः पुनः सशब्द ना सशब्द কি সশস্ত্রবৎ নাকি ওটা কি সশ্চদ কুতঃ সশ্চদ অভ্র অভদ্রমীশ্বরে ওকে কুতঃ পুনঃ সস্বদ্ভদ্রম ঈশ্বরে न चार्पितं कर्म यदपि कारणम् न चार्पितं कर्म यदप्यकारणम् न चार्पितं कर्म यदप्यकारणम्. Okay, now again the further glorification. Narada, what he says in Bhakti being essential for success in all yogas. He says, whatever yoga you practice without bhakti, your all yoga will fail. True, if you do Vedanta, you love God as impersonal. You should have love for the impersonal aspect of God. If that love is not there, you will not struggle to realize that truth. Dhyana, you should have love for meditation, love for the spiritual goal. Then you will meditate. Why you will meditate if you don't love it? So in karma yoga, why will you do karma yoga? Unless you love for doing work selflessly. So that love is the fundamental of all practices. And here it is said, those who devote themselves wholeheartedly to Vishnu and engage themselves entirely in works pertaining to him, overcome attachments and passions, and easily cross over the ocean of samsara, even without the help of sannyasa and yogic practice. You need not have to, sannyasa means give up everything, and yogic practice means sit for meditation and give up. It is not necessary. By bhakti only. Why? Because they are wholeheartedly loving God, Vishnu the Lord, and enter in works pertaining to him. That means whatever karma is done for, it is God's karma. That's why Vaishnavas are more engaged in the temple. They think Krishna is here and all activity for Krishna will give me freedom. They don't care for service in human being that much. That's a Vedantic concept, or more explicitly used by karma yogis. No? But bhakti yoga practitioners in Vaishnava temples, if you go, day and night they serve the deity, raising the Lord from the bed, feeding them, washing them, then again clothing, and then resting, then fanning, again the whole day, 24 hours they are serving the Lord. So that idea, they engage themselves entirely and they can easily overcome their passions. Why? You are engaged day and night in serving and worshipping the deity. As a result, with the divine contact, mind does not go into other directions. And as easily they can cross the ocean of samsara because you have no time to think of anything else. When you think, oh, Krishna, baby Krishna is there. Aha, he's now waiting. He's hungry. I'll have to feed him now. Oh, he has eaten in the morning, but within an hour he again fell. And he's naughty, he's running here and there. I'll have to take care. No? So, whole day, like a living entity, they serve the Lord, and that's why their mind does not get digressed into any other thing. So, they can overcome their normal passion and other worldly desires easily. Even the disciples of knowledge, though attended with abstinence from work and freedom from passions, does not fructify an illumination if it is devoid of devotion to the Supreme Being. That means those who are students of knowledge, Jnana Yogi, path following the Jnana, though attended with abstinence, though they are trying to avoid not this, not this, not this, and also they don't do engage in sakama karma, work attended with selfish motivation. If it is devoid of devotion to the Supreme Being, then that does not bring anything. That's why you call dry activity. You can show a face of your selfless activity, or you are only practicing Jnana Yoga. If you have no devotion to Supreme, here, Supreme Being, the Bhaktas will say it is Krishna. Well, Vedanta will say it is absolute Brahman. Here is the distinction. But this point is correct. If you have no love for the absolute, that Supreme Being, S capital, B capital, that means that transcendental reality according to Vedanta, if you have no real attraction and love for that, your all action is meaningless. So, whether it is Saguna Sakara or it is Nirguna Nirakara, matters little. God with Akara or Nirakara, God is quality or non-quality, that's not the point. You should have love for either Saguna Sakara, Devi Krishna, Mother Kali, Durga, Shiva, what you worship, or you should have love for God, the impersonal, absolute, beyond time, beyond space. You should have to have love. Without that love, the spiritual life will not grow. So that is the indication here. But devotional people will make a big thing out of it, that Gyanis will have nothing. They are all gone. that is the aspersion of the so-called Bhakta, so-called Jnani. That fight will remain forever. But let us understand the truth. Unless you cannot be a Jnana Yogi, unless you have love for Satchidananda. You cannot be a Dhyana Yogi unless you love the Paramatma which is inside, and you have to focus on that, giving up everything. You cannot unless you have to grow love. So this is the indication. If it be devoid of devotion, that being so, what spiritual potency can be expected in work with a natural element of evil in them, even when performed without desires, unless they are dedicated to the Lord in spirit of devotion? That means he is saying, that is being so, then what spiritual potency can be expected in work? You do work, selfless work, this work, that work. Many people do selfless work. That is not sufficient. You are doing for God. There are many philanthropic people in the world, is it not? Many people give good charity and does good people. They say, I don't believe in God, but I do good job. I don't care for God. That can lead you. Yes, he has gone to certain flight, but he's missing the joy of love for God. You are doing because God is there. That gives a total different twist and turn. If that devotion is not there, your karma becomes a good man. He's a good man. He spends his money in a good way. He's an honest person. He does not hurt anyone. There are many honest persons. But they're lacking the part of devotion, which is the criterion of spiritual growth. That's why what can be expected in works with a natural element of evil in them, even when performed without desires. There are no desire. Good people. But unless they are dedicated to the Lord in a spirit of devotion. And here the Swami has given a long note. What is the note? There are certain types of Advaitic thinkers who rely only on their discriminative power and mastery over the senses as sufficient to attain the knowledge of the unity with the Atman and Brahman. Jiva Brahman, I am that. Okay? But real, genuine Jnani will love this topic so much. I am that. And that attraction for that is so much. Love is the factor. I love that supreme reality where the identity of the individual and the transcendental will be united. No? That love is there. Then many things that mere talking, I am not the body will do. Unless you fall in love with the truth for which you are meditating. I am not the body, but I am what? Look at that. That's why Shankaracharya has clearly defined. Manobuddhi, I am not the mind, not this, not this. I am Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. I am Chidananda Rupa. I am the nature of consciousness. I am nature of bliss. Attraction for that should be there. Otherwise, why not this, not this, not this? It is an intellectual knowledge. So devotion plays a great role there. Not in the same way the devotees think devotion. Devotees may think putting flower is devotion. Devotees may think that fanning the Lord is devotion. Devotees may think I make a garland and put on his neck, that is a devotion. But Vedanta devotion is different. This analyze and love the highest. That is the devotion. So how we can, they relegate Ishvara, God, to the world of phenomenal appearances and give a place for the practice of devotion only at an intermediate stage as a means for purification of the mind, making it fit to be engaged in the discipline of knowledge. What they say? They relegate God or Ishvara to the world of phenomenal appearance. They also say, according to Vedanta, God, the personal God, it is also in the phenomenal world. It is in the realm of Maya, is it not? Even Avatar is within Maya. They relegate this in this way. And give a place for the practice of devotion only at an intermediate stage. They think that this bhakti is necessary at the middle stage towards the journey. You do little to purify your heart, then you will get the qualities of Vedantic attitude and means of purification of the mind and making it fit to be engaged in discipline of knowledge. Dedicated work as offering to God is also included in early bhakti discipline. Mind does not become purified unless one really gives the work and their fruit to God. Bhakti also gives the fruits of what? Oh Thakur, whatever I did, I offer it to you. That's a part of devotion. So karma, even with devotion, if it is added, then it makes a spiritual growth. But the Bhagavat is thoroughly opposed to the downgrading of bhakti. Don't downgrade the bhakti. A bhakti is not because what the Vedantic point is that you do the bhakti practice, then you reach a state, then you can come to Vedanta. Because your mind is not ready to grab that truth. But Bhakti does not take that way. Bhakti itself is sufficient path. So it says in Bhagavat is thoroughly opposed to this downgrading of bhakti in spite of its metaphysical prediction for non-dualism. It does not tolerate the view that Bhagavan is only a phenomenal appearance. For them, Ishwar, God, He is also within the realm of Maya. Maya Tonu. Their body is made of Maya. He is the ultimate reality. Bhakta thinks Krishna is true. Narayana is true. Mother Kali is true. It is there. Vedanta will say, yeah, anything you see, that is the duality. That is not ultimate truth. But Bhakta does not accept that. Bhakta says, yes, transcendental truth may be, but they say it is the light of illumination from the body of Krishna. Krishna is the personality. And what is Brahman? Your Brahman is like the ray of light which emits from Krishna's body. It is his power. Huh? That is their idea. So they accept the God as a personal entity. Is as you are here, as I am here. That is a reality. That is not Maya. To the Bhakta, God is not Maya. God is not a just fiction of the mind. It is a reality. That is the difference between these two schools. He is the ultimate reality also. The jiva finds himself in ignorance not out of his own will, but owing to a power behind his control. Whatever he may do by his individual power, he cannot root out the force that holds him down. His efforts are only like cutting off the branches of the trunk, a tree, without removing its roots, because they are beyond his power to reach. From the roots, shoots will come again. His ignorance is due to Maya, the cosmic power of Lord. It is only when the grace of the Lord is bestowed on him that the power of Maya is neutralized. You are in the realm of God's Maya. We are all under the realm. Unless God lifts that Maya, you cannot see. So you have to go and pray and get his blessing so that he takes away the Maya. That power of Maya is neutralized. And it is only through the self-surrender and loving devotion that Jiva comes within the ambit of Lord's grace. And how it comes? You surrender to God. Bhakti say, your ego, your action, just say, oh Lord, I surrender everything. I do not understand anything much. Give me. Ramakrishna said, oh mother, I do not know what is spiritual practice. I am bereft of um, all this sadhana and other thing. I have no devotion, no knowledge. Please help me, please help me. That means the helplessness. When the devotee feels the helplessness to God, we feel helplessness to many situations of life. No? When society's situation, something wrong comes, calamity comes, we become helpless. But we never go to God and say that, oh Lord, I am helpless, you help me. So this helplessness is a devotee's growth in spirituality. Hence the path of devotion is the one royal road to spiritual sanambanam. The discipline of knowledge is only at best a way that brings certain types of aspiration to the royal road. It is not, however, essential. Without the influence of bhakti, jnana discipline will be sterile and self-defeating. As I discussed it, your jnana practice will not be fully matured unless you keep the bhakti element, devotion element in that sadhana. As per karma, it is only a part of bhakti discipline. What is karma? And karma yoga means you are doing for God. So if that bhakti element is not there, it becomes a karma. It's good karma. Rather than bad karma, it is a good karma. But it does not liberate anyone. Even unselfish action without devotional dedication is not approved in the Bhagavad here. Because every karma has got some inherent defect. Every karma, Gita says, sarva karma dhumena eva abritam. As every fire, when you bring a fire, not nowadays electric fire, this, that. In the early days, it's a wooded firewood. First, you get little smoke. So even you want fire, but there comes this smoke first. So any karma, it is clouded by some type of smoke or darkness. That means the darkness, that is the defect. It has its own defect. In the words of the Gita, all action is covered with, all action is covered with small evil, just as fire is enveloped by smoke. It is only work done in dedication to the Lord as a part of the bhakti discipline that makes for real spiritual uplift of a man. Thus, the view of the Bhagavat, this is the view of the Bhagavat. What is the view? The bhakti is supreme both as means as an end in the spiritual life of man. Anyone wants to make a spiritual progress, you cannot do it without bhakti element in you. You may be a jnana yogi, maybe a karma yogi, maybe a dhyana yogi. Unless you add in yourself the element of love for God, you cannot develop in anything. You cannot move in any way. Now God is the question. Which God? Bhakta will say personalized God, as we have just discussed. God has a personalized form. And you pray to him and you get it. That's the Bhaktas. Bhakti school will assert. Jnani will say this is Maya. Even the form is Maya. Maybe it is a higher form, but it is also Maya. It falls under the level of duality. So it is not the ultimate truth.
Even an avatar.
Avatar is also Maya.
Would be not an absolute truth.
No, for Vedanta. But Vedanta student. But otherwise Bhakta will say, yes, it is true. Avatar is true. Vishnu is true. Krishna is true. Rama is true. Shiva is true. Mother Saraswati is true. These are all true. Because it has form, they are gracious, they are compassionate, and they lift us. And that is the view of the Bhakta. But even this has been analyzed by Swami Premeshananda. If you read the Go Forward book of Swami Premeshananda, there will get enormous such analysis. Without the help of bhakti, other paths are not complete. Again, he has said, without jnana, you cannot have love, bhakti also. You cannot, these are not independent paths. Each helps the other. This I will read only the translation, this book. They who devote themselves in the service of the Lord with a single-mindedness, and they who intently perform sacrifices and enjoined in the Upanishads, they who have got rid of their passions and are devoid of hatred, they very easily cross over the troubles of the sea of life. The path of knowledge of the absolute Brahma, void of emotional devotion of Vishnu, lacks in attractiveness. Much less is that the path excellent, where works are performed with a selfish object in view, or which, if performed with no selfish end, is not consequent to God. See, we are reading the same explanation, but translation is so different. But anyhow, we have tried to understand the essential vow. This is one of the Bhagavata's very important verse. Now, what we are coming to read, 108. This is one. Atma Ramascha Munayo, Atma Ramascha Munayo, Nirgranthayopi Urukrame, Nirgranthayopi Urukrame, Kurvanti Ahoituking Bhaktim, Kurvanti Ahoituking Bhaktim, Ittang Bhuta Guno Hari, Ittang Bhuta Guno Hari. So, What is that? Does it mean? Atmaramascha munayo. The munis, the sages, who are Atmarama. Atmarama means, what will be Atmarama? They are satisfied with their own self. Even those people who are saturated in themselves, they don't need anything. By yoga practice, they are very saturated in their own being, absorbed in their own being. They also, nirgantha opi, there has no bondage, no granthi. Yet, urukrama means the Lord, Narayana, Krishna. Kurbanti ahituking bhakti, they practice bhakti, devotion. Ahituki means love without any cause. I love it because I desire it, but I love you with no reason. I love you only for love's sake. That is called ahituki. There is no cause of my loving. People love something to gain something. Material world. But it's a spiritual love is that I love you for love's sake. That is called the highest bhakti. They get to that level, that bhakti, love, ahituki, without any cause. Ittang bhuto guno hori. This is the gun. Gun means quality. This is the great power of, this is the great glory, rather, but gun means glory. This is the glory, Ittam Bhuto Guna. This is the glory of Hari, the Lord Hari. That's why you find that when Ramakrishna, after attaining Nirvikalpa Samadhi and everything, comes down, see how he is day and night absorbed in ma idea. The Ramprasad, Kamalakanto, those are saints. After attaining to that level, when they come back, they remain absorbed, though they can remain absorbed in themselves. They don't need anything outside. But that is the glory. They remain in this world with devotion. That's why Thakur said, Ma, don't make me unconscious. Amake behus koris ne. I will be talking about you with the devotees. I will like to talk and enjoy your glory by association with the bhaktas. Don't make me unconscious. That means my mind will go beyond. Don't do that. So the sages who have been rid of the knots of the heart, like egotism and the rest, and whose mind are always engrossed in the bliss of the self, are none the less sin to have motiveless devotion to the Lord. If we read of the life of the great saints, they remain in love with God. Even they have attained the highest. How they will live then? Either you live in Samadhi, and when you come out, what will you do? You will be absorbed in the presence of God. So glorious are the Srihari's excellences. That is the glory of the excellence of God. And this book also translates the same way. It says, Munis who repose in self, who have no bonds in the world. There is no bondage. They are not bound. They are already free. Nirgantha. All their ties with the world and worldliness has been cut asunder. What they do? Serve the mighty Lord with unselfish devotion. They love with devotion. The personalized God whom he worshipped before. So great is the attractive excellence of Hari. Bhakti school, all the Bhakti school people, Sri Chaitanya, being absorbed in that type of ecstasy, coming down, and Krishna, 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 always absorbed in that. So they live in that consciousness. The note says, this is very popular quotation from the Bhagavad in the lips learned Vaishnavas in support of the Bhakti Marga, the path of devotion, which commends itself even to Jivan Muktas. That not only this bhakti practice should not be done by ordinary people like us, it is saying that this is also common for realized souls. Those who have realized, after realization, how they will keep their mind? If that is, they don't hold on to something. It is a world of Maya, true. But how they will hold on to that unless they have their grip of devotion to that Supreme Lord in a form which is called the your chosen ideal. Nanak, acha, this is another verse and we will end. Nanak pristhang nacha sarvabhaumam, nanak pristhang nacha sarvabhaumam, na paramesthyan narasadhipatyam, na paramesthyan narasadhipatyam, na yoga siddhir apunar va, na yoga siddhir apunar va, samanjasatva vihara virahasya kangshe, samanjasatva virahasya kangshe. What does it mean? It says, I have no hankering. It is who is saying? The Britra on the claim of bhakti to the fifth Purushottama. Nanakapishtam. I have no hankering after heavenly region. I don't want to go to heaven. Or the status of an emperor. I don't want to rule the world. If you give the alternative, I don't care for that. Or the position of a Brahma as a creator. You will be the creator God. If this type of position, if I get, or lordship over the Rasatala and other regions. Rasatala means the different planes, the 7 higher planes of different heavens and different levels of hell. So even you become the Lord, you are the Lord of the different regions of existence. And other regions, or the psychic power of a yogi, or even liberation, if through such attainment I am to be excluded from thee. Oh Lord, if I don't get you, I don't care if you make me the king of the world, emperor of the world, or you heavenly region, you make me the controller of heavenly region, you make me the creator God, position of Brahma, nor for the sovereignty of all the worlds, including the nether regions, nor for freedom from reincarnations, nor do I desire the power of the yoga. If, O blessed Lord, these involve